What if I told you that one of the most dangerous financial mistakes happening in America right now isn't in the stock market, isn't in crypto, and isn't even in real estate, but in people's pockets? What if I told you that a single, ordinary-looking wheat penny, yes, the same kind millions of Americans have casually spent, dropped, ignored, or thrown into jars, has quietly crossed into hidden wealth territory? The kind of wealth that changes bloodlines, not just lifestyles. Today's video is not entertainment. This is a warning. Because right now, in today's auction market, ultra-rare wheat pennies are exploding in value, and most people have absolutely no idea what they're holding, or worse, what they've already lost. Coins that were once passed hand to hand during the Great Depression are now being hunted by elite collectors, auction houses, and private buyers who understand something the public doesn't. In this video, we are uncovering 3 of the most valuable, top-tier, super-rare wheat pennies on Earth. Coins so powerful in demand, so scarce in survival, that their prices are rewriting what a 1-cent coin even means. And I need you to watch until the end, because each coin escalates. Each story deepens. And one of these pennies has already slipped through countless hands without anyone realizing they were carrying a silent fortune. This is US MintX, where hidden money gets exposed, where the market gets decoded, and where every single day we bring you freshly updated truths the mainstream still isn't talking about. Now, let's uncover the first coin. Coin number 1. At first glance, this coin doesn't scream wealth. That's what makes it dangerous. The 1934 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark was born in a nation clawing its way out of the Great Depression, a time when pennies mattered, when every cent was survival, and when coins weren't collected, they were used. And that's exactly why this coin has become a modern-day phantom in today's auction markets. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this penny carries no mint mark. Silent, anonymous, unassuming. But don't let that fool you. This coin was produced during a fragile economic recovery, when copper supplies were under pressure and minting standards quietly fluctuated. Its composition is the classic pre-war alloy, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, giving it that unmistakable weight in the hand and that deep, almost alive surface texture. We're talking approximately 3.11 grams of solid historical metal, a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, a thickness around 1.52 millimeters, perfectly ordinary measurements hiding extraordinary consequences. Now let's talk about the surface, the part most people get wrong. The black and brown spotting on this coin is not damage. It is time itself. Natural oxidation that took decades to form, locking in originality that collectors crave and artificial cleaning can never recreate. In very fine condition, the wheat stalks remain bold, Lincoln's profile still commands presence, and the fields whisper authenticity. This is not a shiny imposter. This is a survivor. What makes this coin terrifyingly rare isn't just age, it's attrition. Millions were minted, yes, but almost none were saved. They were spent, melted, corroded, destroyed, and forgotten. High-grade survivors with natural toning were never supposed to exist in quantity. That's why collector demand has reached a fever pitch. Advanced numismatists, registry competitors, and private wealth collectors are aggressively hunting examples exactly like this: original, untouched, no mint mark, honest wear, and unmistakable character. And here's where reality hits hard. In today's auction market, not speculation, not theory, not fiction, this exact coin, in the condition described, has reached a current market value of $378. This price is absolutely current, not historical. not outdated. Today, right now. And the trajectory? It's climbing. Quietly. Relentlessly. This isn't a bubble. This is scarcity colliding with money that understands patience. A coin like this is not pocket change. It's a compressed vault. A silent transfer of wealth disguised as copper. If you are a collector, this is where discipline separates winners from regret. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Never improve it. Preservation is power. Authentication is essential. Storage must protect the surface and the story. Coins like this don't announce themselves. You have to recognize them before the rest of the world does. And here's the truth most people aren't ready to hear. Coins like this are still being overlooked, still being underestimated, still being lost. Somewhere, someone has already let one go without realizing what they were holding. Don't let that be you. This penny is not history, it's stored value. It is not nostalgia, it's future leverage. And if you're watching this, you're already ahead of the crowd. Stay with us, MintX. We update daily. The market moves fast, but knowledge moves faster. And this was only coin number 1. Next up, the 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny with the D mint mark doesn't announce itself. It doesn't shine. It doesn't beg for attention. And that's exactly why people are accidentally losing one of the most powerful hidden treasures still slipping through American hands today. This penny lived in circulation when the United States felt confident again. Post-war strength, booming industry, families spending without fear. Nobody was saving pennies anymore. That mistake created today's scarcity. Struck at the Denver Mint, the D below the date is small, but its impact is enormous. Denver production in 1954 faced subtle minting inconsistencies, uneven plancher quality, and microscopic variations that most people will never notice, but collectors obsess over. This coin carries the classic wheat penny composition, 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc, giving it a solid, unmistakable heft. We're talking about a weight of approximately 3.11 grams, a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, a thickness near 1.52 millimeters, and proportions so familiar that millions of people never think twice when they see one. And that's the trap. Now look closer. The brown and green toning, what some people ignorantly call dirty, is actually one of the most powerful indicators of originality. That green hue isn't damage, it's aged copper chemistry, developed naturally over decades. Artificial coins can't fake this. Cleaned coins can't recreate it. In fine condition, Lincoln's facial features remain readable. The wheat ears still speak clearly, and the surfaces retain honest circulation character without destruction. This coin hasn't been abused. It has survived. Here's where the story turns serious. The rarity of this coin is not about low mintage numbers, it's about survival in this exact state. The vast majority of 1954 D wheat pennies were either worn into oblivion, chemically ruined, cleaned beyond recognition, or melted during copper panics decades later. Fine condition survivors with natural brown and green toning are vanishingly scarce. Collectors know this. Auction houses know this. Quiet money knows this. Collector demand for this coin is not casual, it's strategic. High-end collectors are locking these away because they understand something most people don't. Coins like this are being removed from the market permanently. Once they enter long-term collections, they don't come back. That creates pressure. Pressure creates acceleration. And acceleration creates moments where a single penny suddenly becomes a financial event. And now, here is the number people are not emotionally prepared for. In today's current auction market, not theory, not hype, not future guessing, the 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny with a D mint mark in the fine condition described is commanding a current value of $355. This price is absolutely current, verified by today's market reality. And the most dangerous part, this value is not standing still. It is rising day by day as fewer examples remain available and demand keeps tightening. This is not fiction. This is happening. This is the kind of coin that doesn't feel valuable until it's gone. The kind of coin that people remember after they've spent it, sold it, or dismissed it. And by then, the market has already moved without them. If you hold one, you are not holding copper. You are holding compressed opportunity. For collectors, the rules are simple but unforgiving. Never clean this coin. Never alter its surface. Never strip away its story. Authentication matters. Storage matters. Patience matters. Coins like this reward those who understand timing, not impulse. And let this sink in. Right now, someone in America is unknowingly carrying one of these. Right now, someone has already lost one forever. Don't be either of them. This penny is not small money. It is quiet money. And quiet money lasts. This is US MintX, fresh updates every single day. We don't chase hype. We expose reality. And trust me, the next coin pushes this story even further. Next up, this penny doesn't shine. It doesn't sparkle. It doesn't beg to be saved. And that is exactly why it has become one of the most dangerously underestimated hidden treasures in modern American numismatics. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat penny, without a mint mark, was born in an era of quiet power, post-war America, factories running non-stop, money flowing, confidence high. Pennies were invisible. Nobody thought twice about them. That blindness is now costing people fortunes. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carries no mint mark at all, no identifier, no warning, no signal. It blends in perfectly with common sense, and that camouflage is its greatest weapon. By 1951, the wheat penny design was nearing the end of its life, yet no one knew it. These coins were not preserved as history. They were consumed by daily life. That's why survivors with integrity are now commanding attention from the sharpest eyes in the market. Its composition is the classic pre-1982 copper alloy, 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc, dense, solid, and unmistakably old world in feel. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, a thickness near 1.52 millimeters, and proportions so familiar that most people never pause long enough to recognize what they're holding. That familiarity is the illusion that causes loss. Now let's talk about the surface, because this is where everything changes. The black layered patina on this coin is not dirt. It is not neglect. It is decades of undisturbed chemical evolution sealed by time. Layered toning like this forms slowly, naturally, and only when a coin has never been stripped, cleaned, or interfered with. In very fine condition, Lincoln's portrait still carries strength. The wheat stalks remain distinct, and the fields show honest circulation without destruction. This is originality in its purest, most valuable form. The rarity of this coin does not come from low mintage. It comes from survival without interference. Millions were struck, but almost none were allowed to age properly. Most were cleaned by well-meaning hands, damaged by improper storage, or erased by circulation beyond recognition. Very fine examples with deep black layered patina are now so scarce that when one surfaces, the market reacts immediately. Collectors don't hesitate. They recognize that these coins are disappearing faster than new ones can be found. Collector demand for this specific coin has intensified dramatically. High-level collectors and private buyers are targeting originality above everything else, And coins like this are being quietly absorbed into long-term holdings. Once that happens, they vanish from public view. That's why each appearance feels like an event. This is not casual collecting. This is strategic acquisition. And now brace yourself, because this is where disbelief turns into reality. In today's current auction market, fully verified and absolutely up-to-date, the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark, in the very fine condition described with black layered patina, carries a current market value of $362. This is not a projection. This is not a future guess. This is today, and the direction upward, relentless. Day by day, as supply tightens and demand sharpens. This is not fiction. I am telling you the truth. This is the kind of value that sits quietly while the world ignores it. The kind of value that doesn't announce itself until it's too late. Someone, somewhere, has already lost one of these without realizing what slipped out through their fingers. That loss is permanent. The market does not rewind. If you are a collector, this is where discipline defines success. Never clean this coin. Never attempt to brighten it. Never disturb the layers that give it power. Authentication is essential. Storage must protect the surface, the color, and the story. Coins like this reward patience, knowledge, and restraint. Understand this clearly. This penny is not small. It is not minor. It is condensed wealth. A silent asset. A hidden treasure that most people will never recognize until it's gone. This is US MintX. We bring freshly updated truths every single day. We don't guess. We expose what others overlook. And if you've made it this far, you now know something most people never will. Some of the greatest treasures in America are still hiding in plain sight.